Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I talked about while and do while loops. In this tutorial, I'm gonna talk about another section of loop control statement, and that is for loops. For loops is basically a loop like while that continuously executes a set of codes until its condition proves wrong. But of course, there is a structural difference between for and a while loop. So let's see how a for loop looks like. For first brackets and then second brackets. So the main difference between for and while loops lies in these first brackets. In the case of while loops, we wrote our conditions in the first brackets, and depending on that conditions, we wrote our statements between the second brackets. But in for loops, we have to write three different things in the first brackets. And the first one is initialization, semicolon, and then our condition, semicolon, and then our increment or decrement. So what do they mean? So initializing means the declaration of value of the variable. Like we said here n equals to 1. This is what we call initialization in our for loops. If you try to write this program in for loops, we have to write this part in our initialization section. So if you declare a variable like n, like before, and then instead of declaring the value here, we're going to write the value here like this. And then comes condition. So in while loop, our condition was between these first brackets, n is less than or equals to 5. So we will use that as well in our for loop. And then increment or decrement. So here is our increment or decrement. N plus plus, it means n equals to n plus 1. So this will go to this part. Now you can write this in many types. If you can say n minus minus, that means decrement. You can also write n equals to n plus 2 or 3 or 4, whatever you want. This is the basic structure of a for loop, and between these second brackets we have to write our statement. So in this case, that is this printf we wrote in our while loop. If you remove this one, so now if you run this program, see the estimated result. Now this is a very simple program using for loops. Now you have to use for loops randomly in your programs, furthermore if you're using C programming. So we want to write a program that will show odd numbers from 1 to 100. So first we have to know what will be our conditions, increment, decrement, or initializations. Firstly we have to declare a variable like here int n, and then we want to start from 1. So here initialization n equals to 1. Then we want to see the results of number from 1 to 100. So here we want to put if n is less than or equals to 100. So n is less than or equals to 100, then n will keep increasing, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be increasing by 1. So it will be saying n plus plus. And then we come to our statements here. We want the numbers that are odd, like the numbers that will have a remainder other than 0 if we divide it by 2. So obviously in this case, we're going to need a conditional statement here. So if we get an if here, and our condition is if we divide the number by 2, it will not have a remainder of 0. So n modulus 2 not equals to 0. So if you see this sign here, exclamatory mark and then equals, in C programming, this sign means not equals. So in remainder not equals to 0, then second bracket and then our statement. Printf n. So now if you run this program, we get all the odd numbers from 1 to 100. So this is another simple program by using for. So this is pretty much everything about for loops. We're gonna continue our programming lessons from our next videos. Till then, goodbye, see you soon, and I hope the video helped you. Thank you very much for watching.